CSV and output to a pipe delimited file. First thing we want to do is initialize Go modules, then create our main.go where we're going to do all of our work. Set it to the main package. We'll create a main function. We will get the current directory. I'm going to create a separate check error. Let's see. Next, I'm going to check the error. We'll create a file pointer to read the file. It's going to be the current directory plus the file. Check the error again, make sure everything's okay. Yeah. Output to a output.txt file. Make sure we close the file. We're going to create a reader. With the file pointer, and that way we can read. We'll create line count here and line. So do a line count, we'll do a line read to store the information, and then we're going to loop through the file line by line. We'll create a reader, string, here we won't be able to use the check error because we want to look at the end of the file. So here, if the error is equal to end of file, we want to do something different. We want to just break out of what we're doing. Otherwise, we can do the normal check error. That looks good. I have a header in the CSV, so I want to skip the first line, and then maybe we want to write our own header at this point. So we'll do something like, here we can, actually we'll do it. We'll write out our own header. So you can do a sprint f, which will return the data. So then maybe we'll do movie title, movie description, and movie date. You remember in my CSV, we had title, description, and date. So I'm just going to basically skip writing that to the output file and then write our custom header at this point. So we'll write this header out and replace the other one. We will increase the line count by 1, and then we will continue on the loop and not continue forward until we get to the next line. And then here, I will go ahead and increase the line count each time. Now we need to actually grab the line that was read, and we need to break up the line. So here, do a new reader and strings dot new reader. Make sure you cast it to a string if it's not already. Here you can actually specify whether or not you want it to be a reading from a pipe delimited file or a CSV, etc. So here we will set this to be a CSV file. just going to set this up and read all. So basically what I'm saying here is take the line that was pulled from the read string and then take the CSV reader, break it up by the comma, read all of it into a records. And at this point, if I went ahead and printed this, you would see, let me correct this, sorry. You would see my linters keeping me happy here. Check error. We'll run this. Yeah, so it dumps out the data from the file, which is exactly what we were looking for. Now what we need to do is let's loop through and write the information out. We'll go ahead and loop the records. Maybe we will modify the date. That's what I was thinking. Do that's row number 2. Yeah, because 0, 1, 2. Yep, we're good. So that's going to be in the date, and maybe we want to obviously check the error on that. We want to maybe modify the date a little bit, because most of the time when you're reading from CSV, you're going to end up maybe modifying dates or manipulating the data, writing into a database, etc., etc. So here I'm going to make it pipe delimited. We'll do the first row. Excuse me, column. That really should be column. Let's change that. Sorry, it's triggering my OCD here. Go to the next column, and then maybe here we want my date. We can format the date. Maybe we want it to be like 01/02/2006. I'm going to write this string out to the output file. I'm going to write that data out. At this point, everything looks good. Only other thing is maybe we want to force the sync to happen. It's not necessary, but so at this point, we're going to parse the date, and the way that the parser works, I can get my IntelliSense to actually work today. Come on. Okay, it's not going to work, but basically the way that it works, if I pull up the browser here, we look up parse time. Oops. Parse. You've got this format that you have to follow for the date. So as long as you're following this format, you should be good in terms of reading it. So this 2006 actually represents the year that goes in part of the format string. So this is what Go is expecting for, you know, the format of reading the timestamp. So if I look at mine, I've got 10/11/97. So this actually won't work. This should error out. And at this point, 54. Oops, I have a syntax issue here. I'll rerun that. Yeah, it's mad because the format does not match exactly what should be according to the format. So if I look at this, we can actually make an adjustment here. It really should be 01/02/06 based on the format that I've got here. So we run that, and it's still mad. Oh, right, because right here we want it to be 126. Sorry, because I'm missing it here on this data that's being read. So rerun that, and we have an output file, and now it's in pipe delimited format. And there you have it.